The one thing I'm going to miss right now, moving from our side of town to this one, is this drive into work every day. I absolutely love seeing downtown Tucson, because right now, this is my view. The storage unit. But luckily, we're getting to the final steps of our move here, and we are really getting to the finish line. Because right now, I'm just getting the last little bit of things in order to move in the last little bits of furniture we have that need to go in the storage unit. Otherwise, we're going to store everything at the other house until it's actually time to move. Got the kids' bunk bed. Actually, there's way more here than I was expecting. Ah well, but like I said, we're getting close to the finish line. Just a quick stop off today to grab a few things I didn't realize we had packed already. And today we're gonna try and get all the last stuff to donate out of my mom's house. We'll donate / get ready for a junk run. We're getting closer, guys. I mean, to the point where I'm almost comfortable saying we're ready to move. And we got Disneyland coming up in about a week and a half. I'm ready for that vacation, guys. Like, you would not believe how ready I am. And I'm sorry that we haven't had our normal content lately, but I do want to talk about something here in a second. But we'll get back to that in a minute. Right now, it's just a matter of finishing up all the loose ends. Gonna head down to Lowe's to get a box to move one of our last TVs, because I can't find the feet for it, so I want to put it in one of those storage safe boxes. Excuse me. And the next stop is going to my mom's house. But one thing I want to talk about in this video today is, sorry about all the least amount of content we've done in a while, least planned content. But there was a reason that I was a little frustrated here. Oh, didn't have what we needed. Let's try one more place. We actually ended up getting a little sidetracked. I figured with all the time I've been spending with the move, working, and everything else, I could use some time with the kiddos. We decided to hit the park and have some fun. And I decided to just take my mind off things going on, because I did get a little irritated recently. In fact, let me share why. You see, we recorded a short the other day, and it was actually a fun little short that my wife and I enjoyed making because we had just left the funeral and it added a little levity to the day. We were driving back to look at our home as the one that's being built, and we saw a big sign advertising a new housing development that just said, "Go this way. It's through the tunnel!" exclamation point. And we both were laughing at that because their entire campaign was, "It's through a tunnel." Then we discussed how it's really weird to see anything going through a tunnel in Tucson, because as many of you know, and for those of you who don't, let me explain it. Tucson is extremely flat, and we're in a valley between like the Santa Rita Mountains, Catalina Mountains, so on and so forth. So there's really no tunnels per se, except some old, underpass crossings that can't really be defined as tunnels for the old railway system used to run through downtown. So the fact that there was a tunnel in Tucson made us laugh, so we decided to drive through it. And the parts I cut out of the short where I was kind of making fun of the fact there's a tunnel there, and there was only one way in and out of this housing community that's pre-existing / being developed. And I found out after the fact that it's multi-million-dollar homes. Someone even told me that Oprah once owned a house there, owned property there or something, because they knew all about it. Man, the amount of backlash and hate that we got from just posting a silly little video, and it is a double-edged sword. People saying, "Oh, great, another channel not to recommend. Has this person never seen a tunnel before?" I mean, just look at some of the comments here. And it kind of bothered me, but also made me laugh, because they decided it was so necessary to negatively comment on this thing that was just a fun, silly little short. Nothing that we expected to get over 10,000 views in the first 48 hours, which is by far our most successful video that we posted. And a majority of it was just pure spite. Don't get me wrong, it didn't really affect me. I'm not going to lose sleep. But it actually kind of blew my mind, and we talked about it, that folks took enough time out of their lives just to spit vitriol as opposed to just scrolling through. I don't think it's ever really occurred to me to post a negative comment on something, unless it's a friend's video and I'm joking around with them and they know I am, and we have a fun back and forth. But so that's why we haven't made a whole lot of content. After that, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to see A, how far this goes as far as views, but also B, I don't think I want to or can respond to this stuff and remain civil. But at the long run, it made me laugh, and that's what's important. And the other reason we haven't made a lot of content recently is the move. So much going on still. We're down the last week and a half. Oh man, it's getting to be crunch time, which is why I'm looking so tired. Still working 40 to 45 hours a week and trying to fit all this into the meantime, including like school conferences with the kids, I'm ready for that Disney trip, y'all. And before you ask, yes, this is a bed with robot sheets. It's actually here in what was my office. But it's going to be a temporary quarters for my mother while we're getting ready to move into the new house. But she said, oh, those sheets are fine. So it kind of makes me laugh. This, 60-plus-year-old woman is going to be sleeping on robot sheets. Classy. And I guess the reason I decided to comment on this and talk about it, the not so nice comments we got on that video, is not so much that the comments bothered me. To quote the incomparable Justin Scard, it's just a quest of positivity, man. Like, why take 10 seconds out of your life to break someone down instead of taking 10 seconds out to compliment the effort or work? We don't do this. We're not planning on being full-time YouTubers or content creators. As I said in past videos, it's mostly just a artistic endeavor for me to occupy like that part of my brain where I got to be working on something creative. Right now I'm trying to work on a new script for Caleb and I to continue our comic book series. I would like to work on stuff with my friend Eric Schock again. My friend Eric over there at Presidio Comics has reached out to us by doing some artistic stuff with them, creative stuff with them. There's lots of things that's in the woodwork, but it all requires that free time and that collaborative nature that I used to love doing. And I still love doing. It's just finding that time between everything else going on. So making these videos has been my artistic endeavor, my artistic outlet. So it just made me go, oh man, someone tried to cut us down. Like, what if this was like our full-time gig, like what we did to try to earn a living for our family? That type of negativity could really hurt that. But lucky for me, it's just kind of humorous watching some people take some time out of their lives for no reason at all, just to spit some hatred. So this video is kind of my way of saying, go say something nice on some video you like. Don't just scroll through to the next one. Someone took the time to create this content. So that means you should probably say, hey, I like, or thanks. And if you have something that's not so great to say, just move on. It's not worth the time. Focus on the things that you like and don't give the time of day to the things that really get under your skin. With that being said, thanks for taking this other ride with us. Sorry, we're going to get back to real content creation soon. Right now, it's mostly like a therapy vlog. All right, guys, y'all have a great day, great night whenever you're watching this. And I don't know, let's take another ride again soon. There might be some new Tesla information. And I guess the part that bothers me too is like, oh, someone said, oh, look at me, I drive a Tesla. That's not why I make this. I made this video, or this channel initially, because I had some issues with the dream car that I bought. And no one could figure it out, and I finally did. So I figured if I had the question, someone else was going to have it too. So therein lies the creation of Tommy's Tesla Tech and Travel. It just evolved into what it is now. Oh well. Until next time, guys. It's great talking to y'all. Let's take another ride again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.